Hello everybody and welcome back. I just wanted to hit on one more quick video before I shut it down for today. Let's talk about payroll burden. We've got you insured and we want to actually get you to bid new jobs. First and foremost, it comes with a work comp rate. You're going to want to know what classification code this potential customer is related to. So if it's a nurse that's going to be working at a hospital, you're going to be class code 8833, hospital professional employees. If it's clerical in nature and you're working for another company, just office only work, that classification would be 8810. Now those two classifications have drastically different work comp rates just because the issues about potential claims that could arise are vastly different from somebody that's working in a hospital, from somebody that's working just at an office setting. So that loss history for that state that you're going to be working in is all compiled. All of the actuaries look at it and it comes up with a loss cost. Well, that loss cost is actually for everybody that does insurance in that state for work comp, and then it comes into a loss cost multiplier. Whichever insurance company that you're going to work with has its own multiplier onto that loss cost. Now, I don't want to get into the weeds too much about this because we could talk on days and days about how rates are manipulated and how these insurance companies all sort of come to their conclusion of what they want to charge for in any given class code. But I do want to make sure you understand work comp classification and that state will drive the work comp rate that we will have. So once you get your work comp rate, you're going to want to take that, add it to all of your taxes. Now your payroll taxes are FICA, FUTA, federal unemployment, and SUTA, which is state unemployment. You're going to want to add those numbers together. Those are going to be a percentage. FICA is 7.65. State unemployment usually for new businesses is somewhere around 2.7, depending on which state you're operating in. That's again a state ran program based on all of the experience that you have. So again, a new venture, most states just start you off at a flat rate, and then your experience in unemployment market will dictate that. So it can come down. It will be lower as you move on and gain experience. Federal unemployment, similar situation. Federal government is that's for federal unemployment taxes. So again, FICA, FUTA, SUTA, work comp rate, add those all together. That's a percentage on top of payroll that you're going to want to make sure that you have. That is your burden for doing business. That doesn't even include what it costs you to run that employee's payroll, recruit for them, that kind of stuff. We're just talking about expenses that you know for a fact you're going to have. Liability is a different animal. It's not based off of payroll in an auditable fashion for temp staffing. So you're going to really want to just get your annualized premium, maybe divide it by 12, and just make sure you're accruing at least that much in an annual basis or on a monthly basis for the annual premium. So you're collecting the right amount and you're not going in the hole to do business. We don't want to pay to do temp staffing work. We want to actually make money. So that's where we partner with staffingpreneurs and some other programs, and we want to make sure that we set people up for success in the temp staffing market. So what we're doing is looking at our burden, and we want to make sure that we charge an adequate amount to our customers, but you have to know the work comp class code and what your work comp rate is so you can adequately back into that figure. This isn't just taxes, because again, the rate for a clerical employee is going to be, let's say, 45 cents. The rate for a nurse in a hospital can be $3 per 100. And we look at those numbers as a percentage. It can be 3% or $3 per 100. Those are the same thing. When you're calculating that and want to include the net or gross payroll amount, you would actually multiply 1 point whatever that number is. So let's say our burden for payroll is 15%. okay? And we had $10,000 of payroll. I got to do it easy math. So we do $10,000 times 1.15. That includes the 15%, but the one before the decimal point will actually make sure we include the gross payroll amount, that $10,000. So 1.15 is our percent burden equals your total payroll outlay for that given week on 10,000 in payroll will be $11,000, $11,500. So that includes all of your burden for taxes, all that kind of stuff. Again, this is a generic scenario. Every single class code, every single different state will have a different burden. I want to make sure that everybody comes to the right conclusion and knows what these numbers are. So again, just to backtrack, we want to make sure and include FICA, FUTA, SUTA, and your work comp, and then any additional percentage you want to work in there for your expenses to do business, work that into your burden, okay? And then that is your percentage on that given customer, what you know you have to break even. Then you calculate your profit margin, then you can do your proposal. So I hope that helps everyone. Just want to do one more quick video while I've set up the channel. This is one of my most important things that I try to tell new venture temp staffing firms, that make sure you understand your burden, make sure you understand your cost basis to do business so you don't get in the weeds. We don't pay money to do business. I don't think anybody should. Profit is not a bad word. You got to make sure you take care of yourself and make sure you're making money, and make sure you know how much money you're making. We don't like surprises either. And so make sure you get with whatever agent you're working with and understand the work comp class code for a given customer, and understand what that work comp class code rate is, so you can put that into your formula and be able to know what your work comp or what your total burden is using that work comp number. So if you guys have any questions, I'm an open book. I love helping people to get started, and hope you guys have a wonderful, blessed day. Thank you so much.